Hello friends and welcome to day 39 of Daily Map. This is a very weird one, as I've already spent 3 hours today making Daily Map. And you might be thinking, wait, what? Yeah, I started a map earlier today that took me so long to create that I'm only halfway done with it. And so, with that 3 hour recording still sitting on my hard drive, I figured I would do another Daily Map. And then tomorrow I'll put out that daily map that I started earlier after I have time to finish it, and I'll do like a time lapse. And depending on how the time lapse does, like a time lapse with a little voiceover to it, I might actually just switch to doing that format. Because as much as I like talking to you guys, I feel like no one really benefits from me doing it. At any rate, gonna go ahead and do an incarnate map today. Specifically an incarnate region map, just because I feel like it. World generator. I'm gonna generate new world. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the generator for this software, just because it doesn't give you continent shapes, it just gives you random blobs, and random blobs are not very great. But I do have some stuff I have to do today. I was not expecting to have to do 2 daily maps, so unfortunately this one's going to be a little bit on the rushed side. But hopefully hopefully we still get a cool map out of it. We'll get this channel going on right here. Go to subtract. Sorry if I'm yawning a bunch, I just woke up from a nap. And I woke up from a nap and I was debating. I debated, like, do I do another daily map or do I buckle down and finish the first one? And the answer was I finish the I do another one. I finish the other one tomorrow because there's still probably another 2, maybe even 3 hours to that map. Mixed grass. How does that look? W's, yeah. Can I scale it up while already painting? Yes, I can. Look at that. Let's see if there's any, yeah, maybe we'll do this grass on the top and then that kind of swampier grass on the bottom there. Let's see. Is this dirt as well that, you know, could do? We could go with the opacity. Yeah, it's so weird to just add some dirt on the coastline here. Give it a bit of an edge highlight. Let's go straight to symbols, and specifically, let's go straight to settlements. I want to look for not elven, maybe these dwarven cities here. Mines. See, why is there no dwarven town? There's a market here. There's a little farm. There's not like a town like there is this stuff here. That is far too big. Scale, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scale that down a little bit. And maybe we'll put like an orc town down here. And they have some villages, so we'll shrink that down and put 2 villages down here and here. And then maybe we'll go to something else that's a little bit more Eastern City. No, I don't want Eastern, I do want a city though. If there's another city tile in here somewhere. Large castle, that kind of works. We can go ahead and we can put that over there. And then, here we are, human town. Shrink that down to match about the same size as the other ones. We'll put one over here. We'll put one right here. Is there maybe like grab a farmstead or something? Yeah, because I know that there's like there were orc farms, like little farms, but there's not just a human farmhouse. Maybe if I go down here, because I want this dwarven farm, but in the human style. Lumber mill, no. Fortress, no. Well, you can't win them all. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the Green Mountains here. We're gonna scale these up a little bit. And we're gonna have, actually I think those are far too big. Grab these. Radius scale's 15 and they're that massive. Uh yeah, maybe something like that. And then now we're gonna go ahead. Actually, what we're gonna do first is we're gonna grab the Dark Mountains. Ooh, that's not how you move the map in this software. Sorry, I've been in WonderDraft all day. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna scale back up to 25, and we're just gonna go ahead and ensconce this little this town in the mountains like that. Yeah, that was a bit too sweeping. I wanted to kind of go off the bottom there. Yep, there we go. Just like that. And you know, maybe this continent's even too green. So let me just really quickly go back to the catalog. Is there a brown or like a dark wastelandy color? We have a low opacity brush here. Let's move that up to like a 0.6 or something. So there's still the undertones of green, but it's corrupted and gross and brown, just like that. Then we'll densen it up under here. We'll just shade that in nice and smooth like that. And so we've got the good side and the bad side. Super straightforward. Grab some volcanoes, because there has to be volcanoes in the rocky, craggy hills. Gonna go ahead and put some little mountain circles, to break up the terrain a little bit. Do something like that, kind of connect that in. And we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the Spooky Dead Tree set here. Density we're gonna move down to like 33. Yeah, I really do hate how uniform the incarnate tree brushes are in comparison to, say, WonderDraft, who kind of gently offsets them. And again, the problem with Incarnate is that they have like predetermined positions where it wants to put the trees. And so because of those predetermined positions, you'll get trees that look not at all natural. They look like they've been placed in a grid. And I don't want my trees in a grid. I want my trees placed exactly where I intend them to be. As such, I am going to be doing this little bit of the forest by hand. I've clicked probably 2 million trees today already with the other map that's coming tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and not torture myself too much, because that would be torturous. But I am going to fill this area in here with trees, and then we are going to go on from there to we're going to go on from here to the human side, after we just kind of toss a couple of trees across here. You've made a lot of changes. Maybe you should save. Maybe I should, Incarnate, but it's only been 10 minutes, and I don't think you're gonna crash on me. At least I hope you're not. So we're gonna go ahead and say that that's about as many trees as we're gonna need over here, except for this area that hasn't been filled in yet, which I'm gonna get back to here right now. Just like that. Awesome. Put some dead trees in this orc hideout. And immediately you can see the stories that would be told here, right? Like this is one of the things that I absolutely love about maps like this is you don't have to think where are the good guys, where are the bad guys, like what's going on here. No, you know who the good guys are, you know who the bad guys are. And you know like what side you're fighting for immediately. Fighting for the human side against the orc side. Or who knows, maybe you're playing a topsy-turvy evil campaign and you're the orcs trying to take over the human territory. That'd be a really fun campaign to play, actually. Just full murder hobo. Kill the elves, kill the humans. Call it Kill All Humans and run it as a D&D campaign. It'd be so much fun. The humans, unlike this, which is like this, the mountains breaking through and taking over the world, the humans have integrated into the world the beautiful mountain ranges that naturally spring up and form barriers and crag. They are one with nature. They understand the beauty of this world in a way few orcs ever could. So let's go ahead and grab the smaller mountains here and just give some accents on the larger ones. Make it look like there's some less rocky areas, some less craggy bits. Is there a hills category here? There's a hills category. Not sure if I'm a fan of these hills though. They're a bit not what I'm looking for. Yeah, those hills are really not what I'm looking for. Whoa! I don't know what I did, but I just turned on the the names. Not that I'm complaining, that's actually rather useful. Okay. So I think what we're gonna go for now is the trees and the forests and the human areas. But before that, is there like a water brush that works here? We've got ice, tons and tons of ice, but oh well, there's a yeah. Look at this water texture here. Turning the opacity to 1, getting a water texture going. I'm surprised that there's not a lake tool, honestly. Surprised that there's not a lake tool. I mean, I could subtract a chunk of land, but I don't really think that that looks right. So I think we're just not going to go with any lakes. We do need trees, though. We will need trees. And, I mean, these red maples might be a really interesting little... Cut the density, just so I can kind of hand place them. And we're gonna do some hand placed trees around this this capital city, the Red Woad. Trees with scarlet sap, scarlet leaves used in medical salves and balms. It's very useful. And they're not. It's not a dense forest, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna give some little tree nubs just like that. Little sections that are dense, sections that are not. One thing I do love about the incarnate trees is the shadows that come with the tree stamp. Like that's fantastic that you can see the shadows. Then that will be the red trees done. Now we can go back in here and we can grab some of the regular oak trees, and we can go ahead and we can start placing those down as an actual forest here. And snake that in just like that. And yeah, we'll do something like this maybe for this forest here. Not something too big, not something too ridiculous. Just because, again, I've placed so many trees today, and I want this recording to be under a half hour. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. Because I mean, again, part of the point of Daily Map is that I sit down every day and I create a map. So I mean, even the fact that I'm doing a map that's spanning 2 days of work is kind of contrary. But I bit off way more than I could chew, but the map that I'm working on, the original Day 39 map, it's a great map, and I really like the way that it's turning out, and so I want to continue working on it, but I couldn't do a 6-hour daily map just because of the number of forests I had to put down in it. It's honestly, it's a map that I did in the style that I do commission work in. And so it's much more detailed, it's much more painstakingly crafted. Okay, here we go. Now we peter off a little bit, we put maybe a dense chunk of wood here. And then we're doing what we did with the red trees, except over here now we're doing some loving clumps of these orange-leaved trees, these autumn trees. Just to give the idea that there's woods scattered throughout this area. This would be absolutely great for your first D&D campaign. Super small, super easy. 2 towns in a city. A big forest with monsters. And of course the threat of larger foes looming across the waves. So yeah, if you've never DM'd before and you're thinking about it and you somehow found this video, download this map in the description below. And do it. Do it. DM. Use this map. Don't worry about building a world. It's not that hard. Start in this town right here. Maybe call it Town. What does the town have? Town has an inn. Town has a blacksmith. Town has guards. What else? General store. That's it. What are your players doing? Well, I don't know. Tell me, what kind of adventure do you want to run? Are they fighting the orcs immediately? Are they fighting some beast in the woods? Are they going to collect medicine for a sick old woman who they find in the town? What are they doing there? There we go. Look at that. I think that is Daily Map done. I think that is a nice 20-minute little incarnate adventure here. I love this map. I love how it turned out with the dichotomy of the orc lands and the human lands. And yeah, super simple adventure map. If you would like to use this exact map in your home tabletop role-playing games or online tabletop role-playing games, you are absolutely free to do so. There will be a link in the description down below to Imgur, where you can go ahead and you can download this map. This is only for personal use. Please do not try to sell these maps to anybody, as they are not yours to sell. Besides that, in the description down below, you will find an album of all of the August daily maps. All of the 50 maps that we made in the month of August will be down there for free to use as well. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed Daily Map and you want to see more Daily Maps, well, there's 38 of them on the channel now for you to go and peruse at your leisure. This is number 39. If you enjoy Daily Map content and you want to get a map every single day that you can use in your tabletop role-playing games, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. With that, have an amazing day. I'm going to go and do anything other than click trees for the rest of my day. Catch y'all later.